Hi YouTube viewers, this is Gene, part of the team of Chaotic Nature, and I run Sylvan's, the nature part of the team. And this is going to be pre-release Primal Origin. So we're going to start off with 3 Peacekeepers.
You didn't say what deck you were running, you just said pre-release Primal Origins.
Fine, Sylvan's.
He did say Sylvan's, if I remember right.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he did.
God, shut up, Alex. But these are a necessity. If they get excavated, they're basically a monster reborn for level 4 or under. So you can get back, let's say, Lone Fire, or if you feel like exceeding into like a level 1 or 2 or 3, you could. When they are normal summoned, they excavate right up, or special summoned, they excavate right off the bat. Weak though, so 400, 100.
Just remember, Gene, we're not making this a 30-minute...
Yeah. 3 Cherub Sprout. When excavated, well, I get to special summon 1 level 1 from my deck. Good for exceeding or sacrificing.
Isn't the one nobody runs?
Well, I like them, honestly. 1 Copy Plant, because I can copy any level I want and make any exceed. I run a mostly Exceed Sylvan Deck, which is one of a kind. No one else runs it. They run all synchros and whatnot.
Send it to me.
Then 3 Como Mushroom. They get rid of back row. They're essential in the Sylvan Deck. And they can excavate up to 5. 3 Marshall. They blow up big monsters. And they excavate. One normal summon, they excavate 1 or 2. 2 Lone Fires. This kind of what makes the deck run somewhat better against higher level decks, or higher powered decks. You definitely need to. Dandelion. It's limited to 1, otherwise I would run more, but it is, and if it's sent to the graveyard in any shape, way, or form, I get 2 tokens, regardless of if it's end phase or my phase.
Too bad you can't XYZ with them.
Yeah, it's the only bad part, but still I tribute. Blade Fender, I run 3. It's a 1900 level 4 monster. I don't like his excavation effect mainly, so I might side him out with stuff if need be. Three Sylvan Flower Knights. 1800 level 4. And I use him mostly to try to top deck my Mount Sylvania, which will be later on.
He runs 0 of those.
Yeah, funny. Now, this card is very controversial from what I've seen from other deck profiles. 3 Guardioak. I might side 1 Guardioak if need be, but I run 2 because I can place any plant monster I want on top of my deck when I excavate.
There's 3.
Yeah, I know.
You said you run 2.
I said I would run if I would change 1 if need be.
Oh, I see.
We're messing him up. It's fine.
And I excavate 1 to 3, which is a good card.
Yeah.
I run Redox. He's basically a monster reborn. I ditch 1 earth monster and him, and I can special summon from my grave any monster I want. 2 Hermitry. These are basically your 2700 beat stick. Without them, this deck would be very underpowered in my opinion. You need them. Three Mount Sylvania.
And it looks like the end of the monsters.
Yep. 3 Mount Sylvania.
No blaster?
I side Blaster just in case. But absolutely run 3 Mount Sylvania. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Well, yeah, it's their field spell.
It's also what makes the deck run a lot more smoothly. 3 Miracle Fertilizers. Some people run 2, or some run 1. I run 3 because if I have 2 in hand, I can use both their effects in one turn. I could special summon twice in that one turn. Because it does not limit to how many times I can special summon in a turn. Just my normal summon. Two reasoning. Since they reprinted it to say Excavate, I literally cannot lose with this card. If they pick the right number, I get the Excavation part of the monsters. If they get it right, or get it wrong, I get a special summon. Two Pada Dualities. Now, when Primal Origin comes out, I'll be citing them for the level 5 monster that recycles my monster back, my Sylvan cards back in. But for now, Pada Duality will...
I would actually say keep those 2
Sorry.
and then get rid of 2 Guardioaks.
Yeah.
I screwed up. Not Pada Duality. It'll be the next 2 cards I talk about, but...
Sylvan Charity.
Yeah, Sylvan Charity will be the 2 I'm going to switch out for. When
Yeah,
Primal
like,
Origin
they
comes
don't
out.
need some graceful charity.
Don't shush you. Pot of Benevolence. Now,
Yeah.
there are better cards that are out there that can recycle your graveyard back into the deck. But these 2 I like mainly because
Side deck.
It's still a -1.
it may be a -1,
It's your
and
personal preference.
if I could find the trap where it returns all cards in my graveyard to my
I still want
deck,
this.
I would totally run that instead. But for now, Pot of Benevolence until I get the level 5 Sylvan card that comes out in Primal Origins.
Show side deck.
I don't think they did.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but side deck is your personal preference.
2
Yep.
Sylvan Blessings. I don't see this card run at all in deck profiles. I don't understand why. I think it's pretty good. You get to special summon a monster from grave or hand, if you top deck, or bottom deck, a card. And they're unaffected by cards and card effects. I see no problem with running this.
And doesn't it get bottom decked at the end phase?
Yes, it does get bottom deck at the end phase.
I thought it's top or bottom deck.
I think it's top or bottom, yeah.
Well, yeah.
2 Polynosis, another card I don't see people run. It is basically a Solemn Judgment. I tribute 1 plant monster, and I get to negate either a summon, a spell, or a trap.
Well, that also means you're getting rid of one of your plants. That's why not a lot of people run it.
I can get fairly easy plants out. I mean, I can special summon level 1s fairly easy, which I use them, or tokens. Because you can use tokens.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
1 Malevolent Catastrophe, in case I meet with a bunch of back row. Because a lot of decks nowadays, they have heavy back row. Except for Boojins.
Until artifacts come out, and then you
Yeah,
don't
then
want
artifacts, then I'm not running that.
I think you should run that.
Oh yeah, if I want to completely kill myself.
Yeah.
1 Mirror Force. In case I can't defend myself in some way or form.
I
Now-
still would like to run 2.
Extra Deck. This card is very temporary until Primal Origin comes out, but Crime and Punishment. Now, I don't necessarily play for this for real, but I like it having be in there because I have gotten it out before, and it's fun to just mess with your opponent. You don't have to, and I don't recommend it, but for now, they're taking up space. 1 Lionheart. He's a good card. I can usually get level 3 level 1s out fairly easily, and he's a hard card to actually get over. Unless you Fiendish Chain him, or
Pop it.
Deep prison.
Deep Prison. 1 Slacker Magician. In case I can't, it's the best defense card I have for level 1s. When targeted, I get to negate and destroy that card, and it can't be destroyed once per battle. Armored Kappa. There's not too many level 2s that I liked, because I'm going to be running 2 ranks of each rank. Armored Kappa was a decent card, I found, to be, for considering it's a rank 2. Herald of Pure Light. This, in case I'm running low on reshuffling cards back in my deck, I use him to reshuffle either Martial Leaf or Como Mushroom. Fortune Tune. another card I use to recycle Martial Leaf, and a stall card. A lot of my extra deck is a bunch of stall cards, though. Wind Up Zen Maids.
Stall card.
Yeah, shush. I used this one. This is actually how I won my tournament today. I ran into my.
You didn't win.
Well, no, not him, but against the one guy that.
Jordan.
Jordan. I attacked multiply into his monsters and did damage to myself, but I destroyed each of his heavy beater cards. Steel Swarm Roach. In case you're facing a heavy, huge level Swarm deck, like Chaos Dragons or X Sabers, it's a good card to run just in case.
Anything that gets 5 or higher.
Now, hopefully soon I will be getting an Emerald, because that's the only level 4 I have, or rank 4. I would like to get Emerald because I could love to recycle my Como Mushroom or Emerald. Now for rank 6, he will be temporary too. His Fairy Knight Ingnar. I've only gotten him out once, so I wouldn't recommend using him either. But for now, he's good. He can send all cards back to the hand, and then attack. Photon Strike Bouncer. A good card in almost any deck with level 6s. I have won quite a few duels with him, and he's just a good rank 6. 2 Alcei. Now, why do I run 2 Alcei when I only have 2 level 8s, and possibly a third with Copy Plant? Mainly because I can usually get back my Hermitries. And he's a good card to... he's a need be for an extra deck for Sylvans. Now, I do run some Synchros for now. But, like I said, it's a mostly heavy XYZ deck. But for... I run 3 Synchros. First one's Catastor. Second is Queen of Thorns. And last but not least, Stardust Dragon. I have yet to actually bring them out. I don't like using them, but that's my personal choice. Now, I will be doing a revamp once Primal Origin comes out. So until then, see you later, YouTube viewers.